So I'm doing this with one hand, but I'm gonna add some oil to the bottom of this big pan, just like that. And to that, we're gonna sprinkle some flour in there. And all I'm gonna do is stir, stir, stir. I wanna make sure that like I have no lumps. I want a nice smooth mixture. And I'm gonna cook this for a little bit, probably 10, 15, 20-ish minutes until it's like a light, like a peanut butter color. You know what I mean? So I'll be stirring for a while. I don't want to walk away from this. I want to make sure that, I'm cooking it nice and evenly. I'm not going to be on the phone playing around, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm going to be right here with this roux until it's peanut butter. Then I can add in my veggies, cook that down in some stock. I'll show you how it goes. I was thinking I should have timed this while I was doing it so we could figure out, hey, don't mind this, don't mind that, don't mind that. Just look right here, okay? I should have timed it so I could figure out just how many minutes it takes on a medium heat until we get our peanut butter complexion, but we ain't there yet. Like I said, a good 10, 15 is what you want to get to. We don't want it dark like a gumbo, but we do want some nice flavor to be developed. So, a good, like I said, 10, 15 minutes, okay? I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff ready though. So I got some garlic, a can of tomatoes, and all my stuff, my onions, bell pepper, celery, getting all my seafood ready. So I'm getting everything ready to go. My stock, okay? That way we could have a lot of fun. And just in case you're wondering, yes, I'm still stirring. I've switched now to a spatula because I'm gonna have much more surface contact, and I can mix a little better with that, seeing as though the pan is so wide. Okay, here we go. We're mixing. So as you can see, we're almost there, okay? So maybe not 10 or 15 minutes, maybe like 8 or 9. But we're gonna get it until it's like a little bit more peanut buttery than this, but we're getting there, okay? So right now we like a caramel complexion. I'm going a couple of shades darker to like a cute peanut butter. You know what I mean? And you see how I'm scraping the bottom good? Yes, and it's starting to smell like popcorn, so you know you're in the right territory. Okay. Okay, now we done went from caramel to peanut butter. So I'm liking this. I'm liking the way this is. See that? We got that nice, rich peanut butter color going on. That looks really good. You can see how hot it is. It's almost burning up my wood spatula, but who cares? It's part of this, okay? All right, let's take the onion, bell pepper, and celery that's diced from the grocery store, because I didn't dice it. And let's throw that right in here. Be careful now. Let's mix that together good. Get that going. And we're just gonna cook this out a little bit until those vegetables start turning tender on us, okay? Keep the pan moving. Don't put this in and walk away. What is God not? Please. And the great thing about this is I'm using onion, bell pepper, celery, and garlic, because that's like the stuff to have. Like if you're gonna make, etouffee, if you're gonna make gumbos, this is what you gotta have. Onion, bell pepper, celery, and garlic. Like you can't do it without. And I think that green pepper has a place, okay? I don't use it in everything I do, but there are some places or some recipes where if you're making gravies, stews, there's no denying the beauty of having the green bell pepper. It's just, the flavor is just outstanding. So, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm giving you a template. You can take it, improve upon it, do whatever you like. But I hope you do make a delicious, beautiful pot of étouffée like I'm making right now. As you can see, my veg has started to soften beautifully, which is exactly what we wanted to see. Now, I'm gonna add in that garlic. So I didn't put the garlic in at first because it would burn, and that's not cool. So, here's the garlic, and I'm gonna throw it in. Okay. Hey, wait, all of it. Wait, hold on. Get there. You, go. Okay, it's in. All right, we're gonna mix that together. And then I'm gonna add in a can of tomatoes. So these are just like, we picked these up earlier. This is from Publix, right? It's a 14.5 ounce can tomatoes with the juice, all of it right in there, okay? And these are petite diced, so they're gonna be smaller, but whatever. Whatever you find, okay? Now we give that a mix. All right. And we're going to start to season this now, okay? So to do that, I got a couple dashes of Worcestershire. All right, a little bit of chicken bouillon. Now remember, I'm only using chicken because somebody can't have seafood, and I want to make sure that it's all chicken flavor, not seafood flavor for them, okay? To help add a little bit more delicious flavor, I have a little roasted garlic, better than bouillon, right? So we're gonna put some of that in there. Let that cook on in there real good, all right? And then I'm gonna add some water, okay? Here's our water. And we'll give that a good stir, just to make sure everybody's now incorporated, everybody's happy in there. Oh yeah. Jacking my heat up. All right, now let's season this a little bit more with some more good stuff, okay? All right, some white pepper, some garlic powder, mix, 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 some onion powder, some Italian seasoning, Italian herbs de Provence, you name it. Throw that in there. Yes, Jesus. Yes. All right, now to that, I'm gonna take and add in a couple of those bay leaves in there. And then I'm gonna give it a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Okay, so listen. I got everything in here. All my flavors are in here. Everything's gonna be nice and good. I'm gonna put this on like a nice simmer. I want this to simmer 30 minutes, 45 minutes until all the flavors have a chance to combine and meld together. And then I'll make a pot of rice, saute some shrimp and crab, and it's gonna be time to eat the étouffée, bruh, okay? Okay, making the rice is super easy. I'm gonna start by adding some oil. I'm gonna start by adding some oil to this hot pan. All right, so just like that, a couple tablespoons. And then I have my rice, 2 cups, right in there. I'm just going to mix that really well just to make sure all of the rice gets some love with the oil. By the way, look over here. Ooh, look at what's happening over here, baby. Okay. Come on, étouffée. Come on. So for the étouffée, I did put a little bit of red pepper in there, a little cayenne. red pepper flakes. Just in there, just because, you know, a little heat. All right, a little personality, a little heat. All right, let's stir our rice. And I'm just gonna keep kind of letting it cook until it gets like a light brown, a little light skin. Okay, that's what I'm doing. A little light skin rice. Also put the smallest bit of chicken bouillon in here, just so my rice has some flavor. I don't want to put a whole lot because this is super flavorful. So I don't want this to be too flavorful. I want them to kind of complement each other. So just put a little bit of bouillon in here for flavor. You can see the rice is now toasted. Right? I've got like light skin rice looking good. So let's take my water and dump it in. All we'll do is let that water cook out of the rice. And once the water evaporates, it's not done. We'll cut the heat off, put a lid on, and let it go for 10 minutes, and then we'll fluff it with the rice, Lord. We'll fluff it with the fork. And then you'll have perfect rice every single time. So this is what I mean. Do you see how you can hear, well, besides that, you can kind of hear a little bit of crackling? That's great. What that means is that the water is now cooked out and the water is evaporating, but the rice is not done. It's still crunchy. Okay, so we're gonna put a lid on. Oh look, I threw in a little butter into my etouffee. Right at the end, I threw in a pat of butter. Okay, so it can melt through and just add extra flavor. All right, with this rice, I can cut the heat off and put a lid on and let the rice hang out for a little bit. 10 minutes or so, it'll be ready. Okay, I was running my mouth and I forgot to tell y'all what I was doing. But anyway, I put in a skillet some butter and garlic. That's it so far, okay? I'm gonna season it. I got a little bit of Cajun. Again, I'm not going heavy on seasoning because this is heavily seasoned, right? So a little Cajun. And I'm gonna throw in some scrimp. And then I got my crab right here, but I'm gonna wait until my shrimp cook a little bit, and then I can add in my crab. All right, 10 minutes. Rice has been chilling. Here we go. Ooh, see that? And then with a fork, if you just fluff it, it comes out perfect every single time. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, my shrimp are almost done. So I'm gonna add in that can of crab. Normally, I would put this into the etouffee, but we have non-seafood eaters and people who are allergic, so we'll keep it plain with this. Okay. All right, this is how I'm gonna plate one of them up. Okay. So I'm gonna take some of the etouffee and put it on the bottom, like that. Okay, then in the middle, I'm gonna add some rice, like that, see? All right, then, I'm gonna put a little bit of shrimp and crab on the side. Like that. All right, I'm gonna top it with a couple of scallions. And then I'm gonna sprinkle just the smallest amount of Cajun seasoning right on top. Okay, first one up.
Looks pretty.
Here goes nothing. It's hot. There you go.